Well, fuck it.
A good start. Let's go.
Try that again. Hello and welcome. Oh god, fucking damn it! Should I just make that the intro? Make Jay's introduction like nonsense?
It's becoming too much of a bit.
Do the Sef one.
You know what, Jay? Just take over. Carry on the intro. You do it.
No, I was just doing what Sef did.
No, Jay, carry on.
No. I'm hiding now.
Jay's just hidden behind a pillow. I think this is actually the start of the pod. I think welcome to the Quite Drafty Podcast. I'm Pex, and joining me this week, as always, we have a man hugging a pillow. Jay?
I'm behind a pillow.
We have Ollie.
Hello.
And we have Sef.
I am not behind a pillow.
No, Sef is not behind a pillow, indeed. We obviously draft things here on the Quite Drafty Podcast, our 11th episode, and that means it is Ollie's turn to show us what the category is.
Let's go. As I said last week, the category this week is letters of the alphabet. And I don't just mean the Roman alphabet, this is any alphabet you want it to be.
Awesome. So we can choose our own alphabets.
Indeed you can.
Bit of pick and mix, you know, Sneak it out of Woolworths. That aged me significantly, okay?
I think the thing is we're all aged by that because we all remember Woolworths.
Ollie's awfully quiet over there.
Hey now, I'm not that much younger. Come on.
Right. Let's move swiftly into our draft settings for today, which means we need to arrange an order. We are currently in Jop's order, which is Jay, Ollie, Pex and Sef, but we need to determine how many times I am going to hit the shuffle button for the alphabet draft. And I feel like Jay should tell me.
Why me?
Because you declined my last request, and we yes and on this podcast, Jay. So, yes and how many shuffles am I doing?
Oh, go on, let's do 26, because even though that pesky Roman alphabet is not the only one.
Good Lord.
There's 26 letters.
Stretch out your clicking finger there.
Right,
warm up.
I'm just going to click this 26 times. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
I'm sorry, I'm transfixed by the button.
Yeah, your conversation amongst yourselves there was rubbish. Anyway, number 20 is Pex, Ollie, Sef and Jay. Why didn't you pick 20, Jay? Jay, this should have been it. This would have been great. But now I have to press it 6 more times, Jay.
I believe some wise person once said you have to have a yes and attitude.
26 is Ollie, Pex, Sef, Jay. Ollie is top of the order.
Dang it.
What's this?
And
I'm not in
difficulty.
first?
Yeah,
Did you set this up right today?
Yeah, I don't know what went wrong.
So, Ollie has the first pick of the letters of the alphabet, brackets, not necessarily Roman alphabet, close brackets, draft. What's it going to be?
Fantastic. I'm going to start us off strong with Z. The ultimate letter. It's got all the sharp angles. It's very satisfying to say. You know, it's the end of the Roman alphabet. It's a nice, rounded, like spiky, but a nice ending to a alphabet that I am familiar with. Yippee.
Well, I can reveal at this point that Z was on my board. I had considered the prospect of Z among 25 other candidates. But I'm gutted to say that Z has gone.
How will you spell zebra with your picks now?
No!
Zebras, I guess.
They've discovered my theme.
I also wanted Z. I am sad.
Yeah.
Everyone wants Z.
I'm pleased.
Because
I
it's
chose
Z
such
for
a popular
Zorro.
letter.
That's the classic.
See, I was just thinking of sleep.
Oh, you want all the Zs.
Also, the classic sleeping letter. The ZZZs.
The sleeping
Very
letter.
Pointy and sleeping.
I will say this
Both
as
at the
well.
same time.
Z, I think, is one of the only letters on a keyboard that you won't see in its lowercase form that you would have been taught at school. And I challenge you to remember how to write Z in lowercase properly.
It's like a 3.
It's like a curly Q with like a flat top, right?
Every time I do that in my handwriting, people look at me like I'm crazy. And they're like, what is that? Why have you done that? And it's not just because of my normal handwriting.
Am I the only one of us who crosses their Zs and 7s?
You cross your Zs and 7s?
Yeah.
This
to make
is
it
new
clear that it's a
information.
Z, not a 2, and the 7 to make it clear that it's not a 1.
Only if my handwriting's real bad that day.
To be fair, I probably should, for the sake of everyone else reading my writing, given it's illegible at the best of times, but...
Is this just like a weird oddity? Like, I think you should cross Zs and 7s. I think that's the way to go.
I mean, it does make a Z look a lot cooler.
Oh, yeah.
I have done it, but I don't think I do it regularly, especially not in the digital world.
Okay, well, fascinating, I suppose. Right, we will move on to my first Pex pick for the day. We appear to have lost Ollie, which is great fun.
Yeah, I've turned my camera off because y'all keep dropping out. So
Cool.
I'm wondering
Hopefully
if
that
it's
will
my
help.
previously killed, established dead internet connection of no longer functional.
So, what do I need to remember to do? Cut! Right. We will move on to my first pick, the first Pex pick of the draft, and the second pick of the draft. Just in case you're not familiar with what this letter looks like, I am going to be sending an image to your WhatsApp straight away, so please have your WhatsApps at the ready. My first pick is Mr. T.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
Mr. T or just
That's
T?
just Mr. T.
T is a letter.
But that's not a letter. You've sent a picture of Mr. T from the A-Team.
Yeah, but Mr. T, like, he's a T. His
He
name
is
is
a T.
T. Mr. is like the title he has. T is his name, so he is the letter T.
So you're saying your letter is the letter T. Your pick is the
Yes,
letter
but
T?
it's Mr. T. Mr. T is the letter T.
You could also argue that Mr. T is also BA, which is 2 letters.
I'm not drafting 2 letters here.
That would be against the rules and the spirit of the podcast.
Yeah. I'm not going against the rules or the spirit of this podcast.
Never, you'd never do that.
Court
I
is in
wouldn't dream
session.
of doing
Jay,
Well, after much deliberation and referring to the scribes that we keep in our basement for these exact moments, that appears to be a humanoid, not a letter.
T is a letter.
Yeah, but
I
Mr.
think this
T isn't a letter.
Mr. T is a letter. He's the letter T. And I tell you what, you're not going to like the rest of my board if you don't let this one through.
Peck's the second pick. A cup of tea.
Stop giving away my theme.
I mean, I personally just want to let it slide to see where he's going with this.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point.
I'll accept T. I'm not sure I'll take Mr. T. So if we're voting, I vote nay.
Ooh.
Are you willing to take the Mr. off the T?
No, it's either Mr. T or I'm going again, and you're not going to like the next one either.
The next one going to be T.
Look, think of the precedent, everybody. Are we gonna let another Scorpion King take over this wonderful stream today?
Okay, think of the precedent, everyone. Are we going to let Jay Rules Lawyer another episode to pieces?
We might.
Listen,
We might after this transgression.
listen, Pex, I'm on your side. Okay. I want to see where this goes.
For the record, I didn't complain first, and it literally, the words were spoken, Rules Lawyer, we need you. I was summoned.
Well, it
Sometimes
sounds
I
like
just like
Seth
to
is on
poke
my
the bear a
side
bit.
and has gone for this, so Ollie is actually the tiebreaker here.
Oh no. Don't do that to me, Pex. I do want to see where you're going with this is the issue. And I think it will... Okay. I'll allow it. Just because I want to see the rest of them. Jay, I'm sorry.
Mr. T is on the board.
I don't
I
know.
love the precedent
I
that
don't know how
sets.
I feel about this, but I'm sticking with it.
I'm going to move us on to the third pick very quickly.
Before anyone can
Sef.
change their mind.
Okay. I'm trying to decide which of mine, because I've got a bit of a theme going on with mine that's going to become more apparent perhaps as the draft goes on, and definitely at the end. I'm going to go with the capital Greek letter omega. Similar kind of vibes to Z, in that it's the end of all things. It's used in maths for infinity, and that's pretty neat. It's very rounded, quite literally rounded, and it looks like it's got like little feet sticking out the bottom, and I just think it's cute.
It's just a little round
Omega is a
fellow.
very cool letter.
Yeah,
I
I
enjoy
mean,
the use
everybody does
of
the whole
omega
like
in
alpha
sci-fi.
beta stuff, but nobody ever talks about omega, you know? It's having a good time chilling at the end of the alphabet.
I'm not going to comment.
That seems safe.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not.
okay,
I'm
this
not
isn't a
not
bros
commenting.
podcast. You're alright.
No, that's not. That's not the one that I'm. No, I'm not gonna go there. That's too cursed for this podcast. Look, the alpha bro and the fandom alpha omega beta thing is very different, and I'm not gonna go into how. If you want to find out, beware. But look it up yourself. Beware.
Yeah,
I'm
if you want to
scared.
find out more information, follow Ollie's Instagram.
No. No.
No links in the description.
Yeah, no links in the description. None at all.
I just
Yeah,
like
you need
it's
to
But
round
download
and
it
it's
to
got
find
little
it for
it's
feet.
a
yourselves.
good letter. It is a fantastic letter. It's a fun Z, but not a Z. It's a good time.
Don't let people corrupt omega in your mind, okay? Just let it be a cute little round letter with legs.
I'll do that. I will do that. I will 100% do that. Oh dear. There's going to be like one person listening to this podcast who knows what I'm talking about, and oh dear. We should move swiftly on, please.
Pex is just enjoying
For
his
the sake
awkward
of my
silence,
sanity.
just soaking it
Yeah,
in.
he is.
Yeah, I was enjoying the awkward silence, but also like I feel like I always introduce who goes next, so I was just kind
It's
of leaving the
Jay.
floor open for anyone to do it.
Jay, get in here. It's your
It's
turn.
me. Wait, are we snake drafting?
It doesn't even
We
matter.
haven't
You would be here in
snaked
the
yet.
order anyway. The snake draft affects the fact that you're here and the one after.
Oh, okay. I, J, a certain number of my name, of also surname J, hereby doth proclaim that my first pick is in fact J.
A self-interested pick. I like that.
It kind of had to be done. I thought one of you guys would for sure pick this to wind me up, and I just want it off the board. This is it. I've chosen it. I've taken myself. I am now going meta with this.
Jay, all I can say to you is I have not gone with a board to wind people up this week.
I don't believe you for 1 second.
The shifty eyes that we've just seen could be a whole new GIF.
You could almost hear them through
also-
the mic.
Another reason that I like the letter J, and this is entirely again on the theme of self-interest, I am not ashamed to say I have used the line, 10th letter of the alphabet, can't miss it, when people have gone, oh, what's your name? And it's like, oh, J, this is exactly where you find it. This is how it looks.
If you said 10th letter of the alphabet to me, I would be so goddamn confused. I still need to like.
Went too far.
Oh yeah, no, go back. Oh no, you have to start from the beginning again.
Yeah. Hey, that counting to 10 thing is very difficult.
I know, that's why we're doing letters, right? No numbers. No numbers today.
No, it's not
But-
numbers day.
You know what is technically a letter? My next pick is a smiley face. Because in Windings, the letter J is a smiley face.
Now, I'm willing to let Mr. T slide, but
Are you saying that Wingdings is not an alphabet? Because I'm ready to die on that hill.
We need to see this. We need to see this Wingdings, please. Please and thank you.
Honestly, Google J in Wingdings, and Google will come up immediately with a smiley face.
J in Wingdings. It is a smiley face. I see it.
It's not the like semicolon.
How do you like them apples?
I mean, I'm a big fan of apples generally.
It's so petite.
I always find that smiley faces in texts stare kind of dead into my soul. Like there's no life behind their eyes and not behind mine either. You know, kind of a moment.
Yeah, but that's why they're perfect.
All I'm going to say is you can't say that a pictorial alphabet doesn't count, because one of the earliest alphabets in human history is the Ogham alphabet, and that's very much a pictorial language. Therefore, smiley face should definitely be allowed.
The only angle which I think potentially you fall down on here, Jay, is the fact that one could make an argument that you've just picked the same letter twice.
Because
however,
different
isn't a language. It's not an alphabet. It's a font, and that's
but
a different thing.
You said this is the letter J, and you've already picked the letter J. However, unlike you, I am a gracious and kind man, and I would be willing to give you this one.
I do like just poking people and seeing what happens. I am completely okay with this pick. I just wanted to see what you'd say.
I'm not okay with this pick, actually.
Smiley faces are so happy.
But would a Times New Roman like C and a different font, like an Arial C, would you count those are the same letter, just in different fonts? And Wingdings is a font, not a language.
Is there anybody out there who communicates solely in Wingdings?
Probably.
Oh,
maybe hackers? I don't know.
Maybe
they have to have invented for some reason, right? Okay,
Isn't this what
I'd be
the
willing to
Enigmas
compromise
machine
on
works
this.
out was Wingdings?
I'm willing to compromise and slightly shift my pick. If Wingdings is unacceptable, I'm going to propose that emoji is also a language.
That you could argue.
That you could argue? You're more okay with emojis than this?
I'm more okay with Wingdings than emojis.
No, I'm more okay with emojis because my father will occasionally send me text of only emojis, which I have to then decipher like some ancient script.
This may change my list somewhat.
Okay, I will actually be honest. I think I am going to have to be in the pro emoji camp as well, because I think that emojis. I mean, if my picks are allowed in, which we've now kind of categorically said yes, this is okay based on the previous vote. I think I will have to say yeah, I'm okay with voting for emojis or Wingdings, to be honest. So I will accept it in either form.
Yeah, I don't think you've got much of a leg to stand on. I'm okay with it. I see your argument, Ollie. I see your argument. It's logical. I just kind of don't care that much. I just think I just like the smiley face. I'm cool with the smiley face.
Way to take the sting out of my entire ruffle feather moment.
Oh, that's wonderful. That was brilliant.
You know what, Seth?
I don't
Go on,
care.
tell us your next pick.
Okay.
You know what? No, I don't care. I'm
Okay.
be petulant.
I'll follow your lead. Pictorial alphabet. Let's go hieroglyphics.
Ooh.
I would like to bring in the Egyptian hieroglyphic of an arm for the R sound, apparently, according to Google. I don't know if that is true. I'm going to believe it. Fact checking, never heard of her. But
I mean,
an arm.
if you're wrong, can we rescind your pick?
If you must, but I feel like it's no weirder than Wingdings.
You are correct. R is correct.
There were lots of combinations of arms with various items, but I thought the flail might be a bit too, like, E for explicit for our show, you know?
Yeah, that's a solid one of all of the hieroglyphics. I did have to take a second.
It's kind of interesting that none of the Egyptians, despite the amount of heavy lifting that they had to do during most of their empire, that arm shows no telltale traces of any kind of muscular structure. The Egyptian who invented that does not, in fact, lift. Actually, I guess that makes sense because they'd be scribes, right? So, sorry, I'm just thinking this out in my head.
I like the idea of some scribe sitting there being like, I need a picture to represent this sound. And he just looks down at his arm and he's like, that'll do. I'll just draw that.
Ah,
That's convenient. What's next? What else can I see? Oh, there's an owl over there. I'll just draw that.
An owl. That would be good.
Okay.
It's the one that's the like life symbol, right?
I was just thinking
that's
of
what it looked
an
like.
an ankh.
Oh.
Maybe I need
arm.
a picture.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. I just searched the word
Okay,
arm. That's
you
not
really
quite
lost
it.
me because I was like, okay, Seth's just pronouncing ankh really strangely, but then what news at 10. So I was like, yeah, an ankh. Those are fun. Saying them strangely. Oh no, but the one that actually looks like an arm.
Yeah, quite literally an arm. I don't know why you would be confused by that. I feel like my pronunciation is always perfect and never remotely flawed at all.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Oh, it's the A symbol. R.
This one here. There you go. I've sent a picture in the chat. There you go. It's an arm.
Yeah. Okay, I love that. They've got their hand resting somewhere so delicately, so gently.
Yeah, it's
And
chill
yes,
arm.
Never
It's just having a
lifted
rest.
a day in their life.
Do you even lift, bro, in ancient Egypt? Huh?
They're doing nothing but leg day.
I mean, I feel like pushing big rocks is probably mostly legs.
Yeah.
Unless you're
Push
doing
with
it
your
badly.
legs, not with your back. That's what they always said in ancient Egypt.
Exactly.
Were you there?
Oh, obviously, yeah, I was there, totally.
Okay, I trust you. Moving on. Pex, I believe it's your pick. Let's see your cup of tea for pick number 2. Yeah?
It is my pick next. In a previous episode, I may have wound up some people somewhat with my ignorance for a certain television show, where I asked the question, is Spock the horny one? And this has caused quite some indignation. So as a peace offering to you Trek lovers, I'm going to pick Q.
Nice.
I'm okay with this. That's a good pick.
I'm okay with this.
Q is a good pick. A lot
Q
of
is a
points in
great
Scrabble.
pick.
It is a lot of points in Scrabble. Yeah, this one is also an actual genuine single letter, which I enjoy, rather than the Mr. prefix that the other one has.
Well, there's the thing. I felt like I had to establish the premise before I got into some of the ones that I felt like were slightly safer picks, and also apologise to the various people who like the Star Walking show.
I have one issue with the letter Q in general, which is that the word to Q is not just spelt Q. They had to add a whole bunch of vowels that do nothing after it. What's that all about?
I feel like we need more words with nothing vowels.
Did you say Star Walking show? Can we just rewind like 10 seconds there?
Star Trek. To go on a long
I
walk.
see you giggling in your chair there, thinking you got away with that one. How on earth is that an apology to the fans of Star Trek? You've just completely undone what you did.
And it still doesn't forgive the fact you misspelled Spock in the episode title.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Oh, does Spock have a Q in it as well? That doesn't make sense.
S-P-O-S-U-K.
Spoquue?
Spock you. Sounds more like you're trying to tell someone to get lost politely.
Right, Ollie, your
Ooh, yay.
last pick of the second round.
Okay, fantastic. My next pick is going to be the letter N. Partially because it's a good letter in general, but also it's because it's a Z if you turned it sideways.
Ollie here, starting off by dealing in rotations.
Yes. Please rotate a Z 90 degrees to the left or the right, and you will get an N, which makes me very happy. I like rotational symmetry. It makes me go, yay!
I did kind of wonder if anybody was going to go for my pick spell out a word, but I tried to think what word starts with ZN.
It did cross my mind to try and get away with doing ICUP, because, when we do the recap at the end...
Nice. That would have been
You've
really
still
good.
got 4 picks, You could have kept that one in the back pocket.
Yeah,
I
it's
could,
possible.
but now we've started going off-piste, and I like the idea of bringing in vague alphabets.
It's places where no man has gone before.
Well, Ollie, having just turned around your letter, you're also turning around the board because you're the end of the snake. What's your first pick of the third round? Fuck, I sound like a douchey radio host.
It was going to happen one day, Pex. It just happened to be that today's the day. I'm sorry.
It's just my existence.
Shall we start tracking quotable moments?
Yes.
We're taking
absolutely.
calls from our listeners in 5.
Oh, God.
Those are always so much fun. Grand. My pick of the third round is going to be the letter E. Lots of good things start with the letter E. Eggs, for example. Can't make cake without... Well, you can make cake without eggs, but I prefer not to make cake without eggs.
The immediate
I've not heard-
backtrack.
Yeah, I've not heard us go straight in for it. Yeah, this pick immediately backtracked before you've reached the end of the sentence. That was wonderful
I really
work.
like the letter. Well,
No, I do like the letter, but you can't make cake. You can make cake without eggs. I just realised. But I personally love eggs, so egg is delicious and wonderful. Thank you very much. This is my egg talk. Thank you for listening.
I would watch that YouTube channel. Like, forget TED Talks. I'm there for the egg talks.
Egg talks. Thank you very much.
This is the letter E, brought to you by eggs.
Also, some fun birds begin with E, like egrets.
Oh, wow.
This is where
I
we've
can have
devolved
opinions
to.
about birds. But yeah, just another very satisfying letter. Very satisfying to write as well, because you can just write it as a backwards 3 in one nice swoop.
I wonder if 3 is going to be your next pick for the symmetry.
Well, you're welcome to
It's
steal
also a nice
3.
letter, to be fair, that you can have in multiples, a bit like with the Z. You've got E.
Yeah. You got Zs for zzz, like either buzzing or sleeping. Ns for like a nice slow drone, like an on E's for being really annoying or very excited, or both simultaneously. The higher pitch the E, the better. like E.
Now you mention it, E's are also a very annoying letter when you're doing vocal warm-ups. For anybody who might be listening who does any kind of singing training, when you have to do different scales to the letter E, it's not fun.
Andrew Huang did a great song without the letter E as well.
I was thinking about that when it came up, and I was like, do I mention it? I don't know.
Yeah, he did a song challenge where he did an entire song without using the letter E in a single word.
Hey, I don't like this anti-E propaganda that this person is spreading.
He also did a song where E was the only vowel he used in the whole song.
Ooh, I like that song. That sounds good. That sounds like the kind of song I'd like to listen to, thank you.
Shall I go for my third round pick?
I'm excited for Mr. E here.
I'm waiting for the Men in Black.
Well, my third round pick is M. Specifically, M from James Bond. Just to add to this, this is yet another one where I actually haven't ever watched a film or TV show with this character in it. It's just to fit the theme. But yeah, similarly to the previous pick I made, and if I'm honest, the one before that, I've never actually watched something with this pick in, but it is a letter.
Dang it, Pex!
M.
Dang it! Come on.
And I was
Watch
just
the
about
Judi
to say
Dench.
your age
We
is
love
showing, but no. Fun fact for all the audio listeners, the picture of M that has just been posted into our group chat is the actress Dame Judi Dench, who, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but I believe she started playing Moneypenny from Pierce Brosnan's era of James Bond onwards, as you would know if you'd watched the movies, Pex.
Wait, so I thought her name was M.
M is for Moneypenny.
Oh, okay. Well, I've learned
That's like
something
her
new
agent
today.
short name.
No, it's not. What are you on? M is the title for like the head of the thingamabob, right? She like
What?
graduated.
No, her
from
name is
Moneypenny.
literally Moneypenny.
No, I thought that's like like a code name. Like James Bond's name isn't actually James Bond. You're not going to use your government
Yeah,
legal
his actual
name.
name's 007. That was
Yeah,
an awkward
but-
christening.
M is the stern, authoritative head of MI6, while Miss Moneypenny served as M's loyal secretary in the Bond films.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
according to the
embarrassed.
internet.
I'm seeing
the-
the picture of the Miss Moneypenny who plays her in the movie I just talked about. So I've been thoroughly fact-checked and corrected, and I'm embarrassed now.
Jay, can I just quickly get this one? Did I just get a film fact right that you got wrong?
I think
guy
this
who
is my
doesn't watch
resignation.
films.
I'm done. I'm finished. Nobody will take me seriously ever again. I just
Cutting
I
this
know who I
draft
have
real
to send
short.
this episode to.
Tut, Jay. I can't believe you do this. We depended on you for one thing, and that was being right about things and knowing things, and you failed us on both levels here.
I am
We
actually
depended
quite
on you for
upset.
one thing, which was actually two things. You failed on two things, just the one thing.
Well, I tell you what, Jay, you have an opportunity to redeem yourself in a moment with your third round pick. But before we get there, Sef.
Okay, I'm trying to think about my order here. Okay, I think I'm going to go... Wait, let's get some more Greek letters up there. I like a good Greek letter, it must be said. I'm going to go for phi. Phi. It's like a circle with a straight, like a capital I running through the middle of it. It represents the golden ratio in maths, which you find in the Fibonacci sequence where you divide one by the previous one. I think it's a neat letter. It's fun to write the lowercase version of it. The uppercase version of it looks neat. It's nice and round. I like a good round letter.
Yeah, it's a very good one. Like, simply phi. Nice.
Seth, are you slowly building a human body? Because you could say that the omega looks like a head, you've got an arm, and now you've got a thigh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, God. I made me laugh so hard. Oh.
Busted.
I would like to. I don't want to ruin your little screen presentation here, Pex, but I would like to just very briefly share what we've got going so far in my picks. So I'm just gonna quickly take over that. This is what we've got so far. So
We are actually on our way to a body.
we're getting there towards the body.
It's not a thigh, it's a torso.
It's
I
a
see.
torso. Okay.
And
I have
and a
some
leg.
class.
And the omega almost looks like they've got a cute little bob. That's
Exactly.
pretty good.
This is looking like a symbolic snowman.
Look, wait to see where it goes. All right. Well, we can do. Just don't steal the legs, okay? Let me have
This is the
this.
second time that I've preemptively guessed what your thing was.
It is worrying how often you call me out very early on for my themes.
Where are we going to put this beautiful piece of art when it's finished? How will people be seeing this?
I'm sure we'll find a way to
glorious
link it in the show notes.
Yeah, we'll find a way. We'll
More
More
find a way
importantly,
to-
can I add my smiley
put that in
face to
somewhere.
it? I'm just gonna graffiti
I didn't
your
think that
pins.
smiley face would be allowed, so I've had to be a bit more creative on that front. We'll see.
Amazing.
Well, with that wonderful move, Jay.
My next pick, I'm also going to go for an overseas alphabet. I am, because I didn't find the picture for the specific letter, I've just posted the full alphabet of hiragana into our group chat. In the very bottom left corner of the picture I've just put in, I am adding the character for wah. Mainly because it is a character that embodies our good friend Wario, and it looks a bit like Wario. In fact, when you are learning hiragana, one of the recommendations is to associate the characters with things in real life so that you can help with your memory recall. And the moment I saw the character for Wa, I immediately thought Wario, and I have never got that character wrong once.
I mean, you redeemed yourself, then you unredeemed it a bit by picking Wario rather than Waluigi, who has much a better wah. But
Like, I understand it based on the shape of the wah, but when he said wah, my brain immediately goes to Waluigi.
yeah,
Of course.
Waluigi
I
is
would
the
agree.
superior character.
But it doesn't match the character.
Yeah, I get you.
Waluigi
Yeah.
does not have the belly to pull off the hiragana character. So
Insufficient
unfortunately, I am
belly.
going to have to submit a wah.
I'll allow it.
That's a good. I like it.
That is a good one. Man, there's so many
it
options
is
in
actually a great
hiragana.
shout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love hiragana. It may be coming back, just as a spoiler. But
All right, I won't.
Well,
I
I'm
won't
gonna
now
next
say
pick.
the thing I was going to say then.
I'm going to jump to another alphabet. My next pick is simply going to be a circle. In the Matoran alphabet from the Bionicle series, the letter O is represented by a circle. Not to be otherwise mistaken for the letter O, that would be silly. It is simply a circle. Also,
Now-
Bionicles. The moment that we were talking about all these other kind of pictorial alphabets, I was like, oh my god, how did I forget Bionicle? Bionicle has an amazing alphabet that was absolutely rubbish for passing secret notes when I was a kid, because you can pretty much read it. It doesn't take a genius.
Actually, yeah, looking at it now, it's pretty. I mean, that probably makes it very easily memorizable. But yeah, it's.
Oh
pretty
yeah, you can write in
clear.
Matoran super easy.
Jay,
I
you've
did
gone
not
from
know
being kind of my podcast enemy, in a sense, with the rules lawyering, to a man after my own heart, bringing in Bionicles and choosing an alphabet from a fictional universe. That's a very Yu-Gi-Oh! Gods move.
How the
Hey,
turntables.
we said any alphabet, and
I can't believe it, but episode 11 is clearly Jay's redemption arc. Like, we've gone from rules lawyering hard at the start to, being on board with ridiculous picks, picking awesome things, going to fictional universes to pick things. Like, I think we've got a new Jay here.
I know, I can't remember movie facts anymore. I think something broke.
We broke him. I'm sorry.
Somebody
We
help
broke
me,
him.
I don't feel quite right.
What was the Bionicles movie called? Wasn't it like Heroes of Light or something? Mask of Light?
The Mask of
Yeah.
Light. Fantastic movie.
What a time. Why did they ever give up on Bionicles? Bring back Bionicle.
Honestly, the fandom is still going so strong, and everybody. I think what was it? Lego just announced that they've got the new smart bricks coming out this year, and the entire Bionicle fandom went, "Why did they invent a brick that beeps when they could just bring back Bionicle? Like, it would immediately boost sales. Everybody loves it." But no, we get a brick.
I saw that somebody had made like a fan game, like a full action RPG out of Bionicle, and then Lego shut them down, which, I guess they're within their rights to do, but come on, bring back Bionicle.
I am
This
so
is
tempted.
our official petition. Bring back Bionicle.
I am so tempted where Jay has repeatedly called them a brick to actually censor the of brick. Because I just think that's going to sound funny. But now I would have to also censor my explanation of that, which would be like,
What's behind the beep?
you'll never know.
What kind of brick is it?
It's a brick.
Either this is going to be such a pointless conversation we've just tacked on, or this is going to be the most confusing part of the episode.
It's when they get to this bit and all they're just hearing is beep, beep, beep.
Like, we don't even censor swearing on this podcast.
Seth, please
what could they
save us.
possibly be saying?
Okay, moving on. My next pick is going to help me build out the body. Okay. Or is it the legs? Body, torso, or is it the
It's
end
definitely
of
an
the
eggplant,
legs?
right?
I
I'm
was going
going
to say,
with the
Seth is being
letter
a bodybuilder here.
W.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There's some good legs. Also,
Lowercase w, please.
I'm
Very
so glad that
specifically,
matters.
lowercase w. I don't like this font for this. Because for me, the W is a rounded shape that perfectly forms a pair of buttocks. The problem with the letter W, there's a few. One, it's just two of the letter U, which I feel is a bit of a cop-out. But if you're going to name a letter W, come on, that's just lazy. Secondly, it doesn't sound like the letter sounds. It should be wobble woo. That's my contention. And that would fit better with the shape looking like a caboose.
Oh, dear.
Let me just add that in my Photoshop picture.
Yeah, I think the rounded W is definitely better than the classic pointed W that you get in modern, like, most fonts nowadays. Because otherwise, that's... You've seen some things. You've got a pretty sharp backside at that point.
It would make sitting very
not what you
uncomfortable.
Yeah. Also, god damn it, I'm so mad. How dare you take my letter?
Is it got some sort of symmetry with another letter, perhaps?
Mayhaps. Shit.
Oh, I'm so disappointed that Ollie's been crushed here. But, you know, you may be able to come up with something else that fits in. You never know.
Hey Pex,
There might
you
be
are
time.
part of this crushing because I don't know if I can
Am I?
swing M as also a letter.
Okay, Ollie, I'll
rather
tell
than
you what,
just the person.
we'll get to this negotiation
Yeah,
in a
when it's my
moment,
turn, yeah,
okay? Because I may need your support with my next pick. Like, I would say that my next pick definitely meets the criteria of being a letter. Okay. I'm just going to put it in the chat. My next pick is water tea.
What? First of all, yeah, like iced tea, water tea, brick and mortar.
So, this is from a television show called Rick and Morty. And they had some characters in the show which were from a planet called Alphabetrium. And it turns out Ice-T, the rapper, is actually called Water Tea. He just was Ice-T whilst he was in exile. So I gave him his real form in this, and I've picked Water Tea.
Well,
Now- Let's say I'm trying to write a letter to Water Tea. Do I address it to Mr. T? Is this two of the same pick?
I would say no. I think Mr. T and Water Tea are quite noticeably different. And considering the fact that Water Tea is based on Ice-T, and Ice-T is a rapper, I'm going to just say you might not want to call them the same person.
Oh, jeez. Look. Moving on.
I think Seth has just voted in favour.
Now, I don't want to vote yes, but voting yes for this will allow me to do a letter that I want to do. But I don't feel like I can. We've already
I'm
got...
just worried about the next pick from Pex being Ice-T. Okay.
That's a very good point. And if we let this slide, then it will be iced tea.
Will you let this slide if I promise my next pick is not iced tea?
If you break this promise, just know that somewhere a fairy dies.
There are 2 rounds remaining. This doesn't count it out of the game. This is a devil's deal if ever I saw one.
What is the
I don't
verdict,
know how
Ollie?
to feel about this.
We promise not to use it for your next 2 picks.
Oh, that's more difficult.
Yes, interesting.
Knew it.
Called it. Good call.
That was an awkward pause. I mean,
still
Jay,
don't know
you
how I
can
feel about
end
this.
Ollie having to make a ruling anyway and continue your redemption arc by just allowing this straight out anyway.
He's trying to
And I would
manipulate
say
you.
water tea is definitely different from Mr. T.
Okay, look.
I'm going off of the rules that I haven't been summoned, my dear Pex. So I am currently a spectator to what's happening.
Okay, look. If later he picks iced tea, I'm gonna vote against that with my whole being.
I've figured out
But
how to
I'm
get
willing
around
to let
the
this
current
slide.
restrictions I'm under, so I'm not allowing this. We've already got a T on the board. You can't
Oh
do
god,
this.
so Jay's
Oh.
actually the decider.
Oh dear. I can't believe this is about to be immortalized in a podcast, but by Pex's earlier description, when you look at Mr. T and Water Tea, they do not in fact look exactly the same when shown on paper. And as was earlier described with my winding selection, the J and the smiley face are in fact the same letter in the Roman alphabet. They just look different on paper.
Oh no.
They are different. They're from different alphabets. It's Mr. T and Water Tea and alphabet. I don't know. I'm just going to say yes before I kick
that
myself.
none of Pex's picks are from an alphabet. Just so we're clear.
No, but if I convince myself out that I can't get the yes out, and then I have to take it back and say no, so let me just do this. It's painful, okay? Pegs, I'm on your side.
Yes!
No!
Ollie! Fourth round pick.
Disgraceful. Disgraceful. My next pick was going to be an M, but out of spite, and now that I've figured out a way that it doesn't have to be an M, my next pick is going to be Ewaz of the Elder Futhark runic alphabet, which I have literally only just looked up on the internet, and therefore I am not entirely sure. They're like quote-unquote Viking runes. Who did them? Native to the Germanic peoples. There you go. It is the E rune, but it looks like an M.
Sorry, are you trying to make a claim for something that is the same letter as a previous letter you've picked, Ollie?
Except it's not, it's a different alphabet.
But you've said it's the letter E.
It's the equivalent sound to the letter E, but it's not actually E.
Pex is
Fight
having
me,
far too much fun.
Otherwise, Jay's...
I'm just causing
I'm just
such
going
fun.
to jump in
Regard
here
wouldn't
and say
count.
I don't vote for this pick because it is in fact the letter E in a different alphabet, and why not? Let's see what you two do.
Oh,
I'm
this
fine
actually
with
means.
this.
Oh, Ollie, I think you might regret turning on me here.
Hey now, you can't look. It's a rune, and it means like horse and teamwork and loyalty. And hey, who doesn't love a good horse? Particularly a teamwork horse.
I'll be honest, Ollie. I'm being a menace. I think this is fine.
I know, but I still need to argue my case.
Although, for the record, I will say, for the ones I have picked, because I have picked characters who are named letters, I will let people pick those letters so long as they pick the letter brackets, not this character from this specific thing, because I think that's really fucking funny. So you can still have the letter M, but only if you have M brackets, but not the character from James Bond.
That would be really funny, actually, yeah.
That was the workaround I was going to give you, Ollie.
Okay. That was the one I was considering being like, if I allow water tea, then I could go for M, not the character from James Bond. But then I found Oaz and I was like, I can't accept this.
I think Oaz
I was
is
outvoted.
a good pick.
No.
You weren't
Well,
outvoted. I said yes to Oaz.
No, but with the you being allowed water tea, I still stand by my decision that you should not be allowed water tea. Terrible.
Well, we do snake draft here, so Ollie, you do get to make another pick, and I'm very curious to see what first part of a rotation we're going to be getting this time.
The first part of the rotation we're getting this time is the letter H.
Ooh.
Another, just like, it's a good letter.
Who's taking capital I?
I'm gonna get you so hard, Seth. How fucking dare you do this to me?
I don't think that I could put a capital I immediately after my lowercase w below the torso without there being issues, okay?
Okay, I'm safe from one person. I don't think there are any characters called I.
I was just wondering whether or not I could pick a TIE fighter.
Oh, I love a TIE fighter.
You've just made the letter H so much better in my head. Thank you for that. I'm never going to look at it the same.
But yeah, there we go. That's me done. Pex, what are you going to horrify us with this time?
Okay, I'm actually going to try and appeal to Sef's heart here.
Dangerous.
And to be honest, I feel also a little bit to Jay's, because Ollie, I don't know how familiar you are with a certain video game that myself, Sef, and Jay have played on a few occasions historically. But Jay, Sef, and I have all had experiences where we have enjoyed playing some Smash Bros together. And so my 5th round pick, I would like to pick Project M.
Ooh, is this one of the levels?
So Project M was a reboot, or not a reboot, it's sort of like a love letter to Super Smash Melee, made in Super Smash Brawl by a bunch of fans who really, really loved the original Melee game and wanted to kind of bring it forward with all the new characters, all the new stages, etc. Me and Seth have spent quite a bit of time playing this, particularly during our uni days, and I believe I've even played it with Jay at some point as well. I'm pretty sure we have played it.
We did one time.
Yeah.
It is really good. I feel like, because if we allowed Mr. T and Water T, we've got to allow Project M&M. Like, not Project M&M, but Project M&M from James Bond.
I do want to point out here that what our voting process is starting to devolve into is nothing short of politics. There is bargaining, there is pleading, there is convincing, but we have lost all logic, we have lost all wisdom in this podcast. This is now down to the whims.
We've set dangerous precedents in law, and from this point, it's all going downhill.
Yeah. The thing is, I feel like if we start enforcing it now, it makes no sense whatsoever. But...
Yeah. Project M.
Unfortunately, I think my change of heart could only last for so long. I cannot vote for this in good faith. The other ones, at the very least...
That's a dagger in my heart.
I mean, Water Tea was literally in the shape of a T. Project M, this has a whole other word in front of it. It's an alphabet draft. You can't have that many letters.
I'm on Jay's side. I didn't allow Water Tea. I won't allow this. You've already also got M.
You convinced me there,
I mean,
Jay.
it's not the same M, like that wasn't the same T.
Yeah, but at least all your other picks didn't literally have other letters in front of it. Oh my god.
M brackets project coming up next.
Okay. Right, this is going to be difficult.
He's saying, oh, well, I can't do iced tea, so...
Yeah, iced tea is genuinely off my board now, so I can't use that one.
Aaron Skippy.
Uh-oh.
A bargain was struck. We shall have no betrayals. That's where we draw the line. We are honest folk.
Okay, this one is probably going to be a completely different type of argument. So
Oh no.
So I
Here we
feel
go.
like let's have another argument. Let's see whether or not we're willing to accept this. I have long argued that maths is a language. Okay? We use numbers in maths as tools for communicating value and the like. So I think that numbers should be counted for a letters draft.
Completely agree.
Honestly, yeah, no argument here.
I am going to pick the number 4 from Numberjacks.
God damn you, Pex.
Thank goodness you added from
you,
Numberjacks,
Pex.
otherwise I couldn't possibly allow it.
This is the most horrifying version of the number 4 I think I've ever seen. The eyes are creepy, and this looks like something that you'd see from an SCP containment breach. Like,
I think I've played a horror game where the enemy's face is that. That's awful.
How can
be
you be
seeing
down
this
on
in
the
my
Numberjacks?
nightmares.
Oh,
this is terrifying. I don't like it.
I mean, yeah, teach your kids numbers through trauma. Make them remember that.
It's great, and I've got to tell you, if you are not familiar with the children's TV show Numberjacks, which was on CBeebies when my sister was roughly the right age to be watching that sort of thing, the song for the Puzzle Bubble is amazing.
Bubble puzzle?
The Puzzle Bubble is a villain, is a baddie.
I see. I don't know how to respond to
Are
that.
we objecting, or
I'm
are we
just-
just gonna... Shall we run away?
So awfully drawn in by these radiant peepers that I can't actually look away or process thought.
Look, I'm in
I have
favour
to
of
put it
4
down.
from Numberjacks, and Numberjacks. I had a similar experience to you, Pex, so my younger sister at the right age. But why did they give it eyelashes?
And they've got such a wide mouth as well. It like splits their entire head in half almost. Imagine them talking. They would literally be like Muppet style. Just.
Yeah, it is a bit weird the way they talk, and to be honest, most of the Numberjacks have interestingly weird designs. But I do have really fond memories of Numberjacks. It was one of the things that my sister watched that I was like, actually, no, I'm on board for this. This is dumb enough that I'm willing to go with it. But also, I remember for my sister's, I think it was her 4th birthday, my mum custom made her a Numberjack number 4 cake, and that thing was delicious and it looked fantastic, so that's why I wanted this particular Numberjack on my board.
Okay, that's pretty good.
He's just playing to our emotions, but thankfully I'm in favour anyway, so it works for me.
Yeah, I feel that we've let the other ones through. I would accept this one also.
Fantastic. So, Seth, we will come to your 5th round pick.
Okay, we're on to legs. I guess we kind of already were on legs with the butt. Butt is legs. What I'm going to do... I had so many choices for legs, but I thought, which one also has feet kind of at the end? So I've gone for the Greek letter lambda. As long as you use a nice serif font, you got little feet going on. It's more like a power pose. It's giving like MP delivering a speech. And so I've gone for lambda for the legs.
That's a pretty good one. That's a very
Seth,
long torso.
I've got to say, you're on my wavelength. Please tell me people understood the science pun.
Yeah. That's good. It's good.
For any of our listeners who are not familiar, in physics, lambda is the symbol used to denote the wavelength of light, and just dropping a little science pun.
And everyone knows jokes are best when explained. This has been
course.
Joke Explanations with Jay.
Oh no.
Well, after that wonderful explanation for us, Jay, would you like to bring us your 5th round pick?
So this might be a bit late in the series now, but I just want to clarify the rules of how it is that we do this podcast. We're here to pick the besh choice, right? specifically in this case, we're choosing letters of the alphabet. We really want the besh alphabet letter possible.
Now that is an awkward silence.
I'm not really sure if best is what we've been shooting for this whole time.
Yeah.
No.
Otherwise, I have
misunderstand.
more concerns for
Yeah.
Peck's list.
I think
It's not best.
they may
It's
have been
besh.
yes, specifically going
So
for the
what
letter
I am
besh.
submitting as the 5th round pick is the character Besh, otherwise known as B from the Star Wars Aurebesh alphabet. This is, after all, the Besh pick.
I see what you're doing now. I see you.
I love
For
the
our
fact that they
listeners-
have a letter called Herf.
It kind of looks a little
That's a
bit
good
like
letter.
a box, or it's like brackets with like a line down that's toppled onto its side. So you've kind of got like a upper bracket, lower bracket, and yeah, it looks like a little box. It's cute, and it's the Besh.
So many of
It
these
looks like a
letters look
burger.
like they're genuinely fun to say. Like I
Like
love
nerd.
Herf. I love Nern.
It's gnostic.
Kind of like that the letter V in the Aurebesh alphabet is a Y, because why not?
Just to make things that bit, a bit more confusing. Vev.
Tag yourself, I'm Nern.
I think I
I
might
wish
be
to be-
Dorn
Quick.
because it's got my crossed 7.
That is your cross 7. Though it looks like you kind of didn't quite make it across the line.
Right, Jay, do you want to do your very final pick as the first pick of the final round? Because, of course, we are snake drafting here.
Okay, so you guys shot me down for the fact that we're picking the best of the best. There was an awkward silence. It's going to be comedic, I'm sure, when this goes live. But since you won't accept that we're picking the best, then really we have to pick something super. My final letter of this draft is S, and specifically it is the S that you doodle in your notebook as a kid. It is the super S.
Yeah. The Super S. Hell yeah.
I feel like nobody ever remembers learning how to do this. It's a bit like how birds migrate, like
It's
an
kind of nice that I
instinctual
think
memory.
it still lives on now. It's been years, and the Super S is just carrying from generation to generation, regardless of the events of the world. It continues. It lives on.
It does. So
it just
beautiful.
keeps on going. Does lose some of like the beauty of the curve of an S, but
This is
how
true.
can you complain? It's a super S.
I don't know. I think it's quite fun taking something that's all curves and being like, no, we're not going to go with that. We're going to make it all points. Angles only.
I remember it was I did woodwork when I was in secondary school, and I'm fiddling around with a piece of woodwork that I did back then because I've been playing with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but that's besides the point. I have another bit of woodwork that I did that I used a soldering iron, and you could write whatever you wanted on. It was a pen pot, and that to this day has one of my original Super S's on it, and it's at my grandparents' place.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's cute. I guess I should pick my final pick of the draft.
What feet are we getting in here?
See, my lambda already gave it feet. The only thing that's really missing from my person
A
is...
skateboard!
Oh, that would have been sick! Why did I think of that? They need a face, so I'm going with the katakana she. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I kind of just like to imagine that it's she. It would work for your distant expletives if you get far enough away.
It will.
It's like this little wonky little smiley face. They just look so mischievous, the little guy.
Just for, I doubt we're going to have any Japanese listeners, but just for the avoidance of doubt, we are talking about the katakana shi, not the hiragana shi, because otherwise the hiragana shi gives your character a very different lower end symbol.
Yes, it's definitely the katakana shi, which I could be very wrong here. I understand that like katakana is like used for emphasis and loan words. Is that? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I do not speak or write
That's
Japanese.
what the Google told me. I hear it's like using bold. That could be very, very wrong. I apologise to anyone who knows what they're talking about. I just like this little wonky smiley face, okay?
Understandable. It is very cute. They've also got like a cheeky energy to them as well.
Yeah, it's a bit like if you put two eyes sideways on the Nike Tech.
It is. That's a good way of describing it.
He's like, hey, just do it. You know, that's the voice that I imagine for them, apparently. Hey!
On your drawing that you've added, you've added two lots of the arms, which I understand why you've done that. It's got a wonderful symmetry to it. But if you were going for kind of the original, like, Egyptian representation on a wall, you totally could have gotten away with one arm as well. And it's like, you know, just somebody with their arms out, like, please give me more parts.
Hold on. I could make that happen.
You have also put the butt cheeks underneath the legs, which... I mean, I guess...
Well, I wasn't going to have them... I wasn't going to give them front butt.
I did assume when you said that the W is a butt that they would be facing away from us, and now you've added a face, so that's no longer true. But it just... I don't know.
You can just see... Like, it's such a butt that you can see it from the front, you know?
Really caked up back there.
I do wonder though, if we've got anatomical reasons for everything else, in your the phi symbol that you added, what is the line down the middle representing? Is that like a spine?
It's the
Are we looking
spine.
at just
Yeah.
it's a spine?
It's
Okay.
like a spine and ribcage kind of thing going on.
He's a little skelly boy. Boy,
Kinda,
girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, skelly person.
I think
Yeah.
gender is irrelevant when you're made of letters.
Aren't we all made of letters, really?
Are we all not but letters?
No.
Yeah, we didn't add a symbol to denote that, so it's just...
It's like that famous Shakespeare line, all the world is letters, and the men and women on it merely letters. What? I think I would have worked if I'd said words in the first one when I said... What? I don't know what I'm on about.
Real highbrow references here.
Yeah, I know. I'm not even going to try and do that again. I'm just going to leave it shit as it is. Right. So, it is my final pick for the board. This one is actually quite a difficult one because I had run out of good characters I could draw from with a single letter. I am ridiculously tempted to pick capital I.
Please.
But
Please. Please. No! You can't do this to me, please.
But instead, I think I am going to pick a p-value. P-values are incredibly important. We use them to work out whether or not we can reject the null hypothesis. So, you know, they've been very useful for research and all sorts over the years. So yeah, p-value is my final pick.
I mean, it could have been worse with P.
Yeah, no.
I love a good P.
I was about to say, could it? No, yeah, it could.
You know, the only thing better than one P is a PP.
To be honest, if you had two P's next to each other, just call it a new letter. Call it a double P. Problem solved. We did it with double U.
Ollie, you just did one of Pex's other satisfying sounds, the groan from a pod.
He's hit the trifecta this episode.
Yep, I've had a groan, I've had an awkward silence, and I've had a laugh.
We did it.
Success. The bingo list is stamped.
All it took was
Let's
a PP.
go. Oh, God. I don't know how to feel about P
Can I
value,
add
though.
Ollie going, oh God, to my satisfying sounds board, please?
Oh.
Oh
Dear.
Letters of the alphabet. We've really stretched this. Mr.
Yeah.
T, Q, M, water T, for P-value?
Do we have a P on the board other than P value? We don't. Oh, no. Dang it.
Pex has the only
The
P.
thing is, I think Ollie has a real incentive to make sure this gets through.
Yeah, that is the issue, because if this one doesn't go
Pex
through,
just
he
had to
will
end it
pick
with
I.
a P.
God damn it, I'm going to have to say yes. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Because it's not. You can argue that, like, numbers are a form, but that's just the letter P. like the R squared value or whatever, that's just the letter R. Yeah, it means something else, but it is just the letter R.
I think all those considerations went out of the door on Pex's first round pick of Mr. T, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah.
It was all just doomed from the start. The moment we allowed things that were not, written on a piece of paper somewhere.
Oh.
Just a whole ass human being. Oh. Fine, you can have it.
So Ollie's saying yes? Sef and Jay?
Jay, how you feeling?
No, Sef, I insist you go first.
But we need our resident rules lawyer.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly weigh in on this at this time.
I mean, I've done all my picks, I'm good. The question really is, like, do we want Pex to screw over Ollie here? That's the...
I mean, it's just a P. I know that you got the word value on there, but it's just P. And we haven't had P. I think we can have a little P.
I'd rather you didn't have a little P right now.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay, big P.
As long as it's off camera.
Yeah, and off audio, please and thank
Yeah,
you.
mute your
I
mic,
don't wanna hear
please.
Okay,
I'll
I'll
go
respect
mute my
your
mic.
request.
that. Oh, there you go, camera's off. Oh dear.
Is this where you put some sound in the edit, Pex? Oh, go on then. You're going to have your P.
I can't believe that's got through.
Have your P.
Yes, my P value has been allowed. We did not reject this null hypothesis.
We should
Oh.
have.
We should have. In my heart
Right.
of hearts,
For a
I
lot of things we
rejected
should
this,
have done
but I
by
did
now.
have to accept.
Right,
Because-
Ollie, the very final pick of this draft.
This means that Pex cannot steal my final pick, which is the letter, capital, specifically letter I. I mean, all of mine so far have been capitals, because they kind of have to be. But the capital I with the two little brackets on the top and the bottom, squaring it off, which, if you then rotated it and lengthened the cap and tail, would be an H. Yippee! My rotational symmetry is all... all happy. Or not rotational symmetry, but you just rotatable letters. They bring me so much joy.
Oh, wow.
For the record, Ollie, you do actually have another out. You could have gone for the letter E in katakana, which is also an I.
Oh, is it? You see, I'm
Yeah.
a little uncultured shit, and therefore do not know what most other alphabets look like. Because...
Like, I don't know other cultures. Also, let me bust out the runes.
that was some frantic Googling.
I was kind of sad that it wasn't. I'm kind of sad it didn't end up being from like Skyrim or something like that. I was so ready for just let's for Srodar.
That would have been so good. Yeah, this is a good... The katakana you've sent is... That's a good one. For E.
Wow. Well, this has been one hell of a board. Before we do the whole listings and wrapping up all sorts, shall we get to the honourable mentions? Are there any honourable mentions people want to throw for today?
V and capital lambda, or Y and lowercase lambda were my two safety net options.
I feel like if I'd gone for a lowercase lambda, it would have had like a little bit more panache in the step, but capital lambda made more sense with the feet. I gotta say, Pex, when you said Mr. T, my immediate thought was, are we gonna get like Mr. A?
I did consider Mr. A by the Hoosiers as a potential.
I'm still surprised we
I could
didn't
chuck
get any of the Men in Black because you had Agent K, Agent J.
I will be honest, I didn't think of that.
I feel
You
like,
could read your
folks,
whole list just then.
we've got to tighten up on these rules for Pex. Come on. We've got it. We can't let this slide again. I know that I'm going to listen back to this and I'm going to be the one that was like, yeah, Mr. T's fine. But that's not the point.
I feel like we have to allow some degree of bullshit in these. Like, I think it makes it more entertaining.
I feel like you would say that. Interesting.
I did have some honourable mentions as well. Whilst I'm talking alphabetrium, I did want to have Magnesium J, which I think is just a cool character, but J took J early on and I felt like I couldn't crowbar that one in. Hydrogen F was also one from there that I was interested in. And there's also a YouTuber called Z, because he's American. That's why he calls himself Z. He is the letter Z, which is short for Zealand, but he is often referred to as Z or Z. So
You weren't going to go to the periodic table and be like, we'll go for K, potassium.
I had considered the periodic table, but I thought that's actually minorly too untenuous. So
Yeah, like that one's believable. That is a letter. I do like that for the letters of the alphabet draft, Pex has managed to pick not a single letter from an alphabet. Like none of his choices are letters. His choices are all things that are like completely not letters. Mr. T is a person. Q is a person.
At least one of them looks like a letter.
Hey, hold a second. Q isn't a person. Q's a cosmic entity.
You can
Cosmic
still be a
entities
person.
can be people.
Yeah, Seth, get your spacewalk.
He's not
Knowledge,
human,
right.
but he is a person.
Oh, Pex, no.
You can't say that only humans are people. Come on now.
Pex should be banished to the Shadow Realm for his disrespect of every franchise that exists other than Star Wars.
I can't wait for Pex's like Star Trek cover of the Proclaimers and I would walk 500 miles.
And I would trek 500.
If we're still open for honourable mentions, I do feel like nobody's mentioned D. Everybody loves it when you get the D. And, in Yu-Gi-Oh! You have Lord of D. And I don't know, I just like D. D is good.
I had considered trying to go for like 2-letter names across picks, but I felt like that would be too difficult to get through, and that potential board was inspired by JD from Scrubs.
Oh, nice.
And I was
You could have also done BA for BA Baracus, which is Mr.
Maybe.
A's character from the A-Team.
I was going to say maybe if you'd ended up on the end of the snake, you could have pulled that off.
I liked some of the Greek ones, so Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. I'm just going to throw those out as a quick shout out because we do love radiation and they're cool characters.
Just another podcast talking about alphas and betas, jeez.
Right. Well, with that,
I have terrible
wonderful...
opinions on women. Let's go!
Oh God.
Clip it.
Oh no!
We
Guesses.
found our outro.
Shit!
Thank you very much for listening to today's episode. We do need to round up our boards and then say what the next episode is going to be. Let's do things in a weird order today. Let's start with the next episode, because I believe our next episode is going to be Jay's pick.
It is indeed. So, listeners, if you have made it this far, and we do thank you very much for listening into our podcast, next week we are going to bring you mystery. We're going to bring you intrigue. The episode is going to be picks on conspiracies. Now, because conspiracies... there's a lot to talk about there. I have decided to expand our definition slightly to also include... oh my gosh, I can't remember what they're called now. What was the thing that I picked?
The Mandela effect.
That's it. That's the one. I didn't want to say the wrong person. We've also expanded it to include Mandela effect events because they themselves are also kind of a conspiracy.
Were you just going to accidentally give a different, significant figure? Were you, going to come out with...
No, we're just moving swiftly on from that.
Is it
It didn't
Mandela
happen.
M
Wasn't
from
gonna
James
happen.
Bond?
Oh,
Right.
dear.
Yeah, that's what the M
Let's wrap
stands
up
for,
our
right?
boards. Let's wrap up our boards and get this over with. So, revealing your 6 picks from today, Ollie.
So we got Z, which you can rotate into N. We have E, which you can rotate into Iwaz, the rune. You've got H, which you can rotate into a capital I.
Wonderful. And my Pex picks this week, we have Mr. T, Q from Star Trek, M from James Bond, Water T, the 4 from the Numberjacks, and a P-value. Seth.
I made a little man. He's got a head of a capital Omega. He's got a hieroglyphic arm. He's got a 5 for a torso. Lowercase wobble woo for a butt. Capital lambda for legs. And a she for a face.
Wonderful. And J.
My picks were J, the letter J, 10th letter of the alphabet, cannot miss it. A smiley face from Wingdings or emojis, depending on what you decided was allowed. The wa character from hiragana. A circle, otherwise known as the letter O from the Bionicle Matoran alphabet. Besh from the Star Wars alphabet. And the super S from Doodling.
And those are all of our picks. You will be able to vote in the poll on the Spotify if you want to pick a winner. Please do so. And also, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who has liked episodes, who has subscribed to our feeds on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, whatever it is. And to everybody who has commented and engaged with our episodes. That does help us to push these out massively. So if you have enjoyed it, please do those things as well, because it really does help us to reach a new audience as well. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you liked it, do all the things that I just said. And if you didn't like it, please write a letter you feel we should have drafted today and stick it to the lamppost nearest to your mother's house. Yeah, that's where I'm at today.
That's
so
pretty
much
left
better and
field.
better.
Yeah, well, sure. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Jay, you have to say goodbye. There we go.
I did say goodbye.
What do we think is the best type of hoodie?
One that I'm wearing.
That's random.
Zip up hoodie.
You're a zip up.
Oh,
I'm
stuck in the
team zip up
2000s.
as
Get
well.
out. What do you mean zip up? That's the worst kind. If it's even
I'm stuck in
an
the
inch
2000s,
long,
sorry.
as you move, it like
with
rides up
Seth.
and you get that like weird bumpy bits. You're also what? You're also in the zip up hoodie boat?
Yeah, if it doesn't
You're
have a
I
zip,
like-
I'm not interested.
I want to be able to open it up and like air myself out to the breeze,
Yeah, I'm
But,
the
like,
same.
when
Feel the
You
wind
have
in my
it turned
sails.
Then it gets like, and if it's even a little bit too long, you get the weird like bumps. You get. It's
What if
like
I want
a,
the
like,
weird bumps? Maybe
penis,
that's just the shape of
except-
my body, Ollie. Are you shaming me?
Well, put it away, Seth, because it's the worst version of a genus.
Well, you're lucky I don't have a camera today.
The only thing Seth wears on this pod is a codpiece.
Oh god. No! That's why I turned the camera off, really.